Hello. No face. I'm down here. Hello. Showing off this. Ooh, ooh. Today I am not playing Union Syndrome. I wanted to learn how to play the Pokemon card game because I had to follow trends and get into collecting Pokemon cards. I had them when I was younger, like every Zillennial did. But like most Zillennials, I don't know where they went. And him right here. So, and another friend got into them. And I've seen like a bunch of other people like posting about their cards. I was like, when's a better time to get into a hobby than when it's dying and when the market is oversaturated. So I split like a booster pack of like 36 cards, picked out what I want from them, and then gave like the energies and repeats to my nephew. And then a sweet friend of mine, shout out Tori, gave me a bunch of nice cards and a bunch of like repeats she had that I wanted. And then Austin bought a box. It's already opened, so this will not be an unboxing video. And he picked out like 2 cards he wanted from there, which I think one of them he's gonna try to sell. Boo. And then I picked out all the ones I wanted, and then here's like ones that didn't fit in the binder, which I might totally reorganize this binder anyway. And then repeats as well. So most of these are from Surging Sparks. Then the other pack I got was, or the booster packs that I got, I didn't open all 36. I think I ended up opening like 14 or 16-ish of them. We split them among friends. And that's a lot of them in here, and then a bunch of random ones. I'm trying to... get that out of there. Share my stream to Discord because I get in a bad habit of doing that. I don't have my alerts on there anymore. But I was like, I don't want these cards to go to waste because, I like literally have been getting recommended these like cute little girly pop, like, look at my binders. And they're a bunch of cute cards. And I do eventually want to do that. But I kind of want to learn to play the game. I feel like it'd be fun. I have a lot of friends who collect and like Pokemon. I have a lot of friends who I want to get back into the game. So, I'm like, what better way to do it than a competition and being like, I can play this better than you. And posting real quick that I am live on my Discord. Alright. We don't have any sound because I have this video up there in the top corner that I want to play. Alright. I also want to pop this chat out so I can not have to worry about looking at 5 million different places. Yeah, there we go. Test, should I test? Yep, that works. Sweet. We'll keep it on over here just in case. All right. This is a basic AV video, but we're gonna watch it anyway. Also, I have, let me like show what I have. These dice. I'm assuming this is all the game stuff. These like coin things. I'm gonna put, this is my deck builder. I do not care if they're all from Surging Sparks. Ideally, maybe but I don't got time for that. Plus, I don't know what is from what. I think these are like little organizers, so you can like... These two are stuck together. So you can like put things... I don't know. I don't know exactly what these are. They look like little tab for folders. And then I have my energy cards. I gave shiny ones to my nephew. Should have kept them, but now we're just with basic. And then these random cards. I might use some of this to build a deck. We'll see. We'll see what the criteria is. Oh my god, there is a chat. That's my little chat. We'll pull this up, make it bigger. Who the fuck? Leave me alone. We're closing out Discord before that gets on my nerves. Let me fix this chat real fast. I forgot. I didn't realize I got that to work. What if I do a bunch of tests? We're gonna do a bunch of tests real fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it gonna pop up there? There it is. There it is. Okay, whatever. That's pretty big. Is that not big? Whoa! Ah! Freaking lock that. Woo. Woo woo. Pink, of course. Alright, I think that's good. That's fine for now. Alright, let's watch this.
The Pokemon trading card game. You're just minutes away from playing. In this beginner's tutorial, you'll learn how to set up your play area, take turns, evolve your Pokemon, and battle your opponent. To win a game, you'll either be the first to take all your prize cards or knock out all your opponent's Pokemon. Let's get started. Before you begin your game, set up your play area. You'll need space for your deck, prize cards, active spot, bench, and discard pile.
I need to draw this. Take notes. Take notes. Okay. So this is just mirrored. Oh, that's a terrible square. Active. Cards. Discard. Bench. Prize cards. See, that's this one right here. Prize cards is the thing I am not the most excited about.
Next, flip a coin. The winner of the coin toss decides who goes first.
Oh, is this the coins?
After the coin toss, each player shuffles their deck and draws the top 7 cards. Look through your hand for a basic...
Alright. Flip coin. Shuffle deck. Draw oops, 7. Z. Draw 7 cards.
Pokemon, which will be labeled Basic in the upper left corner. Basic Pokemon are the only Pokemon you can set up in the active spot at the start of the game. Choose a basic Pokemon from your hand and put it face down in front of you in the active spot. This will be your active Pokemon. You can also put up to 5 more basic Pokemon face down on your bench. It's
taking notes, guys, because I'm a good student.
It's important to build up your bench of Pokemon in case your active Pokemon is knocked out. Once both players have set up their Pokemon, set aside 6 cards from the top of your deck without looking at them. These are your prize cards.
Set aside 6 prize cards.
When you knock out an opponent's Pokemon, you get to take one of your prize cards. Now you're ready to start the game. Flip over the face-down Pokemon in play. You must start your turn by drawing a card from your deck.
Oh.
After you
Flip over active, draw card. What do we do with it? What do we do with that one? What do we do with it?
draw a card, there are several actions you can take during your turn. Let's go through them now. If you have basic Pokemon in your hand, you may add them to your bench to build your team. You may do this multiple times per turn, but the bench can only hold 5 Pokemon. Once per turn, you may attach 1 energy card from your hand to any of your Pokemon in play. That energy stays with the Pokemon and powers its attacks. Put the energy card partially under the Pokemon so you can tell it's there. During your turn, you may also play any trainer cards in your hand. Trainer cards can give you an advantage in a match. There are 4 different kinds: item cards, Pokemon tool cards.
Ah! Item. Oh my gosh. Tool. Stadium. Trainer. I'm gonna have to redo these notes, guys.
Stadium cards and supporter cards, and they all have different effects. To play a trainer card, show your opponent the card, follow all the instructions on it, then put it into your discard pile. During your turn, you can play as many item cards as you want, but you can only play 1 supporter card per turn. Let's use this supporter card to help us out.
Okay. Mimona, support card per turn. Why is she drawing 3?
If your Pokemon has been in play for a full turn, you can increase its HP and attacks by evolving it. You may evolve a basic Pokemon to a Stage 1 Pokemon, or a Stage 1 Pokemon to a Stage 2 Pokemon. Check below a Stage 1 or Stage 2 Pokemon's name to see which Pokemon it evolves from. When a Pokemon evolves,
Oh, drawing
all
3.
attack
Thanks.
cards, such as energy cards,
Okay.
any damage counters on it.
I was like, why is she drawing 3? I did not read her card.
Once per turn, you can retreat. This will switch your active Pokemon with 1 from your bench.
Alright. Once per turn. Retreat. She's probably gonna say it, but I wonder if the effects like of the energy stay, or I think it stays with the Pokemon. Once per turn, retreat. Bench. Pokemon. I'm gonna have to rewrite these notes.
However, there is a cost to retreating. Let's look at the retreat cost for this Pokemon.
Oh, there's a cost?
Each icon here represents an energy that must be discarded to retreat. If
Oh.
your active Pokemon has taken a lot of damage, you may want to consider retreating it. Try this strategy if you have a strong Pokemon on the bench that's powered up and ready to battle. It's finally time to attack. Attacking is the best way to defeat your opponent's Pokemon. Look at one of the attacks listed here. Check to see if you have enough energy attached to the Pokemon to use the chosen attack.
Oh.
If you have the right amount and correct type of energy, tell your opponent which attack you are using and read the attack text out loud. Damage count.
Alright, attacks must have energy.
Counters represent the damage done to a Pokemon. Before adding damage counters to a Pokemon after an attack, you'll need to check one more thing: weakness. Some Pokemon have weakness
Oh,
to certain
shit.
types. For example,
I knew
fire types
that.
are weak to attacks from water-type Pokemon and will take double damage. Similarly, some Pokemon have resistance to specific types of attacks and will take less damage. One step closer to victory. A Pokemon's HP, or hit points, represent the Pokemon's health. Compare the amount of damage on a Pokemon with its HP number. A Pokemon
no,
is knocked
obvious.
out when it has taken damage equal to its HP. Pokemon that are knocked out go to the discard pile, along with any cards attached to
I'm
them.
running out of room!
As long as the defending player has a Pokemon in play, they can choose any of their benched Pokemon to move into the active spot. When you knock out an opponent's Pokemon, take one of your prize cards. Once you take your last prize card, you win. Defeating powerful Pokemon may allow you to take more than one prize card. These Pokemon have a special rule box on the card with more info. Continue taking turns and battling until one player wins by taking all their prize cards or by knocking out all the opponent's Pokemon. You're on your way to becoming a Pokemon champion.
Woo!
Revisit the rules as
We're gonna put this on slow mode. That's... Alright. I am stupid. I need slow. Starting this over.
welcome to the Pokemon trading card game. You're just minutes away from...
If you got any questions, I got you. Although I'm not a competitive player, just casual. I'm just gonna be casual too. I'm gonna look up a deck builder. Probably there's some suggestions over in this area over here. But I'm gonna write down all these rules. I guess one thing that she didn't explain is how... I'm guessing when you draw, I think it was 7 cards. Yeah. Is that the only thing that you're working with until you get a card? If you don't have a card that says to draw more, or when you play your Pokemon and draw more, like before the turn starts, that's like you'll only have like 7 at a time. Or like, I guess I don't really know how the drawing cards part works because you have 60.
playing. In this beginner's tutorial, you'll learn how to set up your play area, take turns, evolve your Pokemon, and cards, or not
I turned off my phone.
out all your opponent's Pokemon.
Okay, draw
Let's
once at the
get
start of your
started.
turn. So you won't have, unless you like get a card that tells you to draw more, you'll normally only have about 7, maybe max 10, right? And then you don't have to always put Pokemon on your bench. And there are cards in game that draw extra cards, yeah. But you have to like pull those, right? If you don't pull one, then you're kind of just waiting to get one from once you play a Pokemon.
Begin your game.
I'm gonna redraw this. Correct, so stack your deck with cards that draw or search for what you need. Okay, I'll probably have some more deck building questions once we get to that point.
Okay, set up your play area. You'll need space for your deck.
Alright. Oh, I fucked up this part. I drew it weird. It's okay. Face down. Oh.
Prize cards.
6 prize. Why am I so bad at spelling? Face down.
Active spot.
Active.
Bench and discard.
What's it? 5 at a bench? 5 bench. Card. cards. This card. Pile. Face up. Is your bench face up? Right. The bench is face up.
Pile. Next, flip a coin. The winner of the coin toss decides who goes first.
Winner picks first player. Yes, all cards flip face up at the start of the match, only face down while the game board is setting up. Okay. Except for your discard pile and prize cards, correct? Discard and prize stays flipped down.
After the coin toss, each player shuffles their deck and draws the top 7.
Shuffle deck. Draw first 7 cards.
7 cards. Look through your hand for a basic Pokémon, which will be labeled Basic in the upper left corner. Basic Pokémon are the only Pokémon you can set up in the active spot at the start of the game.
Deck is face down, discard pile is face up to my knowledge. Okay.
Choose a basic Pokémon from your hand and put it face down in front of you in the active spot. This will be your active Pokémon. You can also put up to 5 more basic Pokémon face down on your bench. It's important to build up your bench of Pokémon in case your active Pokémon is knocked out. Once both players have set up their Pokémon, set aside 6 cards from the top of your deck without looking.
Set aside 6 prize cards from top of deck.
Looking at them. These are your prize cards. When you knock out an opponent's Pokémon, you get to take one of your prize cards. Now you're ready to start the game. Flip over the face-down Pokémon in play. You must start your turn by drawing a card from your deck. After you draw a card,
It's each, so like when you let's say you use Pomni to attack Charmander, but you didn't get all of his points down, the next and then then Charmander goes 6. Then do you draw another card before the Pomni attacks again? Is that a count as a turn?
there are several actions you can take during your turn. Let's go through them now. If you have basic Pokémon in your hand, you may add them to your bench to build your team. You may do this multiple times per turn, but the bench can only hold 5 Pokémon. Once per turn, you may attach 1 energy card from your hand to any of your Pokémon in...
Once per turn, attach energy. So you basically have to attach an energy to make an attack. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Well, doesn't the Charmander have to attack, too?
play. That energy stays with the Pokémon and powers its attacks. Put the energy card partially under the Pokémon so you can tell it's there. During your turn, you may also play any trainer cards in your hand. Trainer cards can give you an advantage in a match. There are 4 different kinds: item cards, Pokémon tool cards, stadium cards, and supporter cards. And they all have different effects. To play a trainer card, show your opponent the card, follow all the instructions on it, then put it into your discard pile. During your turn,
show opponent, follow directions, and discard. Ask your question again, Naomi. Okay. So, hopefully you can see my mouse up here. Okay. So let's say I did my turn. I added the energy. I don't have a trainer card. I put the Pikachu down. And then I'm ready to attack, right? So then I use this kick, I think, which is 20 points. Obviously, 70 minus 20 is 50. So that didn't kill the Charmander. So it's the Charmander's turn, right? And then I'm guessing the person draws their card from their deck, and then they take their turn. But let's say they had an attack that didn't kill me yet, and then it's my turn again. Do I draw again? I'm assuming yes, because it's my turn again. Because then I can add another energy, add something to my bench, add a trainer card if maybe I pulled one. Like maybe I pull one, and then I'm like, oh, I can add a one right here. I feel like that's correct. Yes, okay. That makes sense, because I'm like, oh, what if I don't have enough cards? Alright.
you can play as many item cards as you want, but
you can play as many. The player who goes first cannot play a support card on their first turn. That's like a weird... So you can play as many item cards as you want on your turn? Item is... Okay, item not trainer, just item card.
can only play 1 supporter card per turn.
Items, supporters, limit, okay. Card per turn, as many items per turn. Yeah, let me see these. Okay, these are items. What about stadiums and a Pokemon tool? How many of those can you play? Let's organize these. Yeah, I don't... Most trainers can be played as much as you want. Okay, just not supports. Alright. Most trainer cards can be played unlimited unless the card states otherwise. Only supporter cards are limited once. Okay.
Let's use this supporter card to help us out.
Draw 3 cards. You're right. I didn't pay attention the first time of what that said.
If your Pokemon has been in play for a full turn, you can increase its HP and attacks by evolving it. You may evolve a basic Pokemon to a stage 1.
Do you evolve on your first? You can't evolve on your first turn, right? You can evolve it, like, So Pomni goes, Charmander goes, and if I go again, then I can evolve it.
One Pokemon, or a Stage 1 Pokemon to a Stage 2 Pokemon. Check below a Stage 1 or Stage 2 Pokemon's name to see which Pokemon it evolves from. When a Pokemon evolves, it keeps all attached cards, such as energy cards, and any damage counters on it.
But does it keep its thing? Does it keep its, like, does it keep the minus or just the counters? Like if it's paralyzed, like say, like if you paralyze, it keeps that. So many questions. What'd she call it?
Just energy cards and any damage counters on it.
Correct. No evolution when a Pokemon first turn on board. Incorrect. It keeps its status effect. Sweet. Okay. But it gains that, like, 90. Like, even if you, like, got that Pomni down to, like, 20, if you would evolve it, the Pomni is now in its evolved state at 90, correct?
Once per turn, you can retreat. This will switch your active Pokemon with one from your bench. However, there is a cost to retreating.
Moving him over here.
Let's look at the retreat cost for this Pokemon. Each icon here represents an energy that must be discarded to retreat. If your active Pokemon has taken a lot of damage,
Okay.
you may want to consider retreating it.
Question. Whatever damage it took by evolution is trapped from stage 1 or stage 2 HP. Okay. So if you took 20 and you now evolve it, and now it's 90, it'll be at 70. Also, another question. So Pokemon retreating costs. Let's say it costs the same energy that you have under the card. You can't use that card. It's stuck with this Pokemon, right? You have to use a card that you have in your hand to pay that retreat cost, right? Like you can't use any of these energies that already are with Pokemon. It has to be like an unattached like energy. So I couldn't use these electric energies that are already attached to Pomni and Pikachu.
Try this strategy if you have a strong Pokemon
Oh, wait.
on the bench that's powered
I guess you can. Oh, it does look like you can use that.
up and ready to battle. It's finally time to attack.
I guess you can.
Attacking is the best way to defeat your opponent's Pokemon. Look at one of the attacks listed here. Check to see if you have enough energy attached to the Pokemon to use the chosen attack. If you have the right amount and correct type of energy, tell your opponent which attack you are using and read the attack text.
Could you, though, pay with an energy you already have in your hand and then, like, make the Pokemon, like, let's say you had an extra energy. Could you pay with that extra energy so that the Pomo, like, keeps its energy?
Text out loud. Damage counters represent the damage done to a Pokemon.
I already know all this.
Before adding damage counters to a Pokemon after an attack, you'll need to check one more thing. Weakness. Some Pokemon have weakness to certain types. For example, Fire types are weak to attacks from water type Pokemon and will take double damage. Similarly, some Pokemon have resistance to specific types of attacks and will take less damage. One step closer to victory. A Pokemon's HP or hit points represent.
Second. Weakness and resistance.
The Pokemon's health.
Once you do an attack, your energy card doesn't go away, right? It doesn't like use, it just needs those energy cards.
Compare the amount of damage on a Pokemon with its HP number. A
Yes,
Pokemon
math.
is knocked out when it has taken damage equal to its HP.
Math!
Pokemon that are knocked out go to the discard pile.
Knock out Pokemon. Go to discard. Get prize card. When you attack, it keeps energy unless the card stays to discard that energy. Okay.
Along with any cards attached to them. As long as the defending player has a Pokemon in play, they can choose any of their benched Pokemon to move into the active spot. When you knock out an opponent's Pokemon, take one of your prize cards. Once you
Ignore what she just said. Okay, so let's say let's pretend I was this fire player over here, and she says that you can pull from your bench. Can I only pull from my bench, or can I use a card that's in my hand? Or does it already have to be active in the bench for me to play it in the active spot? Or like, does it have to be in the bench already? I can't play from my hand.
you take your last prize card.
And does your prize card, is that like going in your hand, or is your prize card like, whoopee, I won this? You're not like using it to play. Oh, you're pulling from your prize. That's going to your thing. Okay, got it. Okay, only from bench. Got it. So I don't know why I thought that like you pull from your opponent's prize card. I'm like, I don't want them to take my cards. You're pulling from your own prize deck, and then you get to put it in your hand. Like, you could have like shitty prize cards, right? Like these could all be like nothing. Okay.
You win! Defeating powerful Pokemon may allow you to take more than one prize card. These Pokemon have a special rule box on the card with more info. Continue taking...
Powerful Pokemon equal more prize cards. Read card.
Turns and battling until one player wins by taking all their prize cards, or
Win equals all prize cards gone.
by knocking out all the opponent's Pokemon.
Okay, another question. Imagine your best cards getting into the prize cards at the start of the match. It happens deck building accordingly. But you shuffle. I guess I'm going to look up a deck building video. Okay. You can, once you move up, like he moved up a character from his bench, you can keep adding to the bench. Like if you have another Pokemon in your hand, or can you not? Like once you add 5 here, that's like the only 5 that you can ever have. Or is it just mostly you can only have 5 at a time? So like, let's say our Charmander got knocked out. Okay, correct. So you can add more. You can add more. So like if he already had 5 here, we moved 1 up, now he has 4. He can add another one to his bench. It's just like mostly with the prize cards, there's like probably not a way to play more than 6 Pokemon if you keep getting knocked out. So it doesn't really affect how many Pokemon you have in rotation. All right, got all the rules. I mostly remember them. This is just for memory retention. And then I have this list that I want to make for my deck building. So Let's move. We're gonna watch this guy. He looks like a Pokemon guy. Not an ad!
With 3 easy steps and my beginner's guide, by the end of this video, you will know.
We're speeding him up.
Exactly how to make a Pokemon deck. Hello and welcome to Tim's Gaming Channel. If you are new here, my name is Tim, and I create videos to help you become a more knowledgeable Pokemon trainer. So, if that's something that interests you, feel free to subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Alright, so first thing is first, I have to give you 2 rules when you are making a deck to remember. So, rule number 1, your deck will be a total of 60 cards, okay? You want to make sure that you have 60 cards.
60 cards! I have that written down already, Tim.
In your deck. You also cannot have more than 4 of the same identical card. So,
60 cards. Cannot have. So you can't have like 5 electric energy, right? Then 4 of the same cards.
So those are the 2 rules. Now let's get into my 3 steps.
Oh,
Alright, so step
easy.
number 1 is to pick a type. So for this deck, I have...
Pick a type. Wow! Oh, it says that you cannot have more than 4 of the same cards. Does that mean you can only have like 4 energy cards? Or can you have as many energy cards as you want?
I've chosen the fire type. I will be showing you cards that will be focused on building a fire type deck that you can use. Whenever you are picking a type, you want to make sure that you use a mono type deck. As a beginner, it is much easier to use only 1 type rather than 2. And
oh, as many as you want? Why didn't he? Hopefully he states that again.
Because here I have 2 different energies. And to balance your deck with water and electric can be challenging because you might not really know how many water and how many electric you should have. Whereas with a mono type deck, you can just put 18
of basic energy, special energy cards limited to 4. Okay, but basic energy, you can have anything. I'm guessing that cannot have more than 4 cards is like to like not have the blue eyes white dragon. No, that's not a Pokemon, but to avoid the blue eyes white dragon entire deck.
energy cards in your deck, and it should be good. So that is my best advice, is to use 18 of the same energy, so it is easier for you to build a beginner.
Oh, he says 18 energies? 18 energies. He's fast paced. I know I got him on speed, but...
Alright, so now that we have our 18 energies in the deck, that
42 remaining. Thanks for the math.
we now have gone from 60 cards down to 42. So, with
men who do basic
42
math,
spots, we will
smash.
now move on from our 18 energy cards to trainer cards, which consist of supporters and items. So,
trainer cards. I spelled that wrong. A after or A before I.
it can be a little tricky to find the balance between supporter cards and item cards. So I have divided them all out here. You might not be able to see all of them, but that's okay. I will explain why you might want to add certain kinds of cards. So I'll start with the supporter cards. So I have, out of all of the supporters and item cards, there are 20 total.
20.
And 20 total trainer cards. 11 of them are supporter cards.
Equal 11 supporter.
And like I said before, back at the beginning, how you can have up to 4 copies of this same type of card. So, as you can see here, I have 4 copies of the...
It's not focused. Thank you.
He allows us to draw 3 cards, and a card like this is very helpful in a beginner's deck. It allows you to, if you don't have enough energy, or perhaps you don't have another basic Pokemon to put on the bench, drawing 3 cards can be very helpful. I also have 2 BD cards here, which will allow us to attach a basic energy from our hand to one of our bench Pokemon. And what this allows us to do is add more than 1 energy per turn, which can be very helpful if you need to catch up to your opponent. I have 2 copies of that card, and then I also have 2 copies of Pokekid. Pokekid allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon and put it into your hand and then shuffle your deck. I have 2 copies of this. It can be helpful if you are trying to
that's
get
a really
an
good one.
evolution card and evolve one of your Pokemon. Pokekid can be very helpful. Perhaps you started the game very poorly. I have 3 copies of Professor's Research. If you either just don't have the right cards, or maybe you're in the middle of the game and you don't have a very good hand, Professor's Research can be very helpful to just discard cards and draw 7. Now, those were all of the supporter cards, and I will now show you the item cards. So there's only, out of the 20 trainer cards, there's only 9 item cards.
How many cards can you have at your hand at a time? Is that not limited?
And the reason for that is that supporter cards are generally going to be more helpful, which is why you can only use 1 per turn. So that is why we are going to have more of them. We have fewer item cards because they're more situational. You use them when you are in a very specific situation. Like, for example, this 1 copy of Ordinary Rod here, it will allow you to choose 1 or both of these 2 choices.
Okay, I don't really care,
shuffle
dude.
up to 2 Pokemon from your deck, or from your discard.
Okay, let me write that down. And that doesn't count active or bench cards. That's only in your hand, correct?
Card pile into your deck, or you can shuffle up to 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Now, putting Pokemon cards into your deck might not seem that helpful, but if you are running low and it is in the late game and you might draw too many cards and lose, you can use this card to put cards from the discard pile back into your deck, which is a very specific situation, which is why we only have 1 copy of it in the deck. We also only have 1 copy of Pokemon Catcher and Pokegear 3.0. So the Pokegear will allow you to look at the top 7 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter card there, and put it into your hand. Then you'll shuffle your deck. This is another very specific situational card. Perhaps you do not have any supporter cards and you could really use one. You are in a pinch. This card can be very helpful, but we only have 1 copy. It is a very specific situation. And the Pokemon Catcher is just sort of a fun card where you can flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's Pokemon, benched Pokemon, with their active Pokemon. So perhaps you are struggling against a very specific Pokemon, or maybe your opponent has a Pokemon that's about to get knocked out, but it's on their bench. You can switch them in to the active spot and knock them out and take a prize card. Once again, we only have 1 copy because it is a specific situation. On to the more broad item cards. I have 4 copies, which is the maximum again, for a Great Ball. So a Great Ball will allow us to look at the top 7 cards of our deck.
All right, I don't really care about what these items do.
Play 1 supporter card in your turn, whereas you can play as many item cards as you want in your turn, which is why we have 4 of the Great Ball and only 2 of the Pokekid. Finally, I will have 2 switch cards for a situation where you may not want to waste all the energy that is attached to one of your active Pokemon. That's what we have for the second. So now we are on the 3rd and final step, this step that is most fun. We are going to pick our Pokemon.
Pick our
as I mentioned at the
Pokemon.
beginning, you're going to pick a type, and generally speaking, you're going to pick 2 evolution chains, maybe even 3, where it'll focus around the energy type that you picked. So for this deck I have Fire, so I will have a bunch of Fire Pokemon in this deck. However, there will be other types of Pokemon, and I will get to that later. First, let me just go back to the beginning where I mentioned dual types. I'd suggest whenever you're picking Pokemon, do not use Dragon types, because they have the dual typing of whether it would be water and electric, or perhaps something else, which is why I suggest if you are going to build a Pokemon deck, perhaps start with any other type of Pokemon except for Dragon. Now that I got that out of the way, let me get into it.
He said no dragon.
Have Pokemon in our deck, and to make it work properly, generally speaking, you will have 3 evolution lines and then approximately 2 to 3 basic lines, and I will show you what I mean by that. So, as you can see here, I have a evolution line that involves Scorbunny, Reboot, and Cinderace. Let me try and hold that better. Scorbunny, Reboot, and Cinderace. And these cards are going to make up our evolution line. So, because there are 2 evolutions in this, it will go from a basic...
Okay, question. So clearly he wants multiple Scorbunnies in his deck. If a Scorbunny, like can you have 2 active Scorbunnies on the playing field, whether they're in the bench or one is in the bench, one is active? Can you have multiple Scorbunnies, or can you only have 1 Scorbunny at once? Or like Scorbunny, Cinderace, like, you know, they're kind. You can have multiple. Okay, cool.
To a stage 1. To a stage 2, you can find this out by looking in the top left-hand corner. We are going to have
I know that.
this evolution line. So here's 1 evolution line. I also have a Vulpix and Ninetales evolution line, which I will show you here, right?
I have those. Does it matter which deck they're from? Where can I find a marker? Austin needs a marker. I'm gonna do some math. Maybe I'll make him do it. Okay, we have 60 cards, minus 18, minus 20. So we have 22. Ah, that's such a good number. 22 Pokemon. Do math. If I'm gonna help you, you have to do math real fast. Okay, 60 minus 18
42.
minus 20.
22.
Yes, okay. I got the calculator got it right.
So did I.
Okay, you need a marker?
Yeah,
What kind of marker?
just like a marker. Black marker works good. Basic marker, Sharpie. Maybe thin point if you have one.
Yeah. Open that. Carefully.
As hard as I can. Okay,
No.
go. 1, 3, 2, 1, go.
And it's the third drawer.
Right here.
Yeah.
One of these guys.
Use the Sharpies. Don't use the other. There's a Sharpie in there.
Right here. This is perfect.
Yeah.
No, never mind. It's not. Where's the? No, I'm not allowed to use that.
Wait. Why can't you use that one?
I can use these. They'll work.
What
But
is
if
he?
you had one of the fine point ones, I was gonna use that instead.
I don't know if I do. I might.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, you can. It would be in that drawer, I think.
It didn't look like it. Just remind me next time we're at Meats Well, I'll grab one or two. That book that I bought from Rachel Necromori. I wanted to do write some stuff in there, but it's a sticker book, so it's like slick sheet that pen won't write
on it. Oh,
So this,
okay.
I mean, it might smudge, so fuck, but
Just let it dry.
yeah, I'll try. All right,
Okay.
BRB.
Bye bye.
Also, shout out Durant, Texas, or I got my Durant EX on
You
my
wanna come?
desk.
Yeah, go get your card. Go get your card. This is one of the cards he's keeping. Also, did I have opened this? Oh, Durant.
It's kind of bad lighting. Sorry. Here, you try it. Here.
It's good. It looks good. It looks good now.
Try and show off the. Yeah, his eye. His eye is sparkly, or her. I'm not sure. Is it? They don't gender Pokemon cards, do they?
I don't know.
I don't think they do.
I don't want you to sell that.
I never said I was going to.
Go get it signed by Kevin Durant.
Yeah, somebody did that. I told you that. Let's see.
I learned the game to teach my son. Oh, that's
That's
cute.
so sweet.
I learned the game because I'm a loser.
No one wants to hang out.
No, I don't have a kid. Oh, I want my friends to play games with me.
Alright, bye-bye.
Hey, bye-bye. Way too much in common with 12-year-old boys. Alright, let's...
A Wooloo and Dubwool evolution line, as you can see here, if I can pick up the card properly. A Wooloo and Dubwool.
But those aren't fire.
evolution line. So those are 3 evolutions that we will have in the deck.
But those
And
aren't
then,
fire.
Like I mentioned, you will have 2 basic lines. So what does that mean? You will have 2 basic Pokemon that do not evolve. As you can see here, I have
Basic... lines and evolves. What's the... How many did he say the other ones?
Sudowoodo and then Drampa. So let me further explain how this is going to work. So, whenever you have an evolution line of 3 Pokemon, meaning you go all the way up to stage 2, you're going to have this exact amount, as I explain here. You will have 3 of the basic evolution for that card. You'll then have 3 of the stage 1 evolution for that card, as you can see Reboot here. And then you will only have 2 of the final evolution, which will be the stage 2 card. And the reasoning for this is that if you have more than 2
Tim, what if I don't have this amount of cards?
stage 2 cards, you may draw too many of them early in the game and not be able to keep playing, which can be problematic, which is why you want more of the basic Pokemon and less of its final evolution. So you're probably thinking, now what do you do in the instance where you have an evolution for a Pokemon where they only evolve once, like Vulpix only evolves once into Ninetales? So what you're going to do is you're going to start again with 3 of the basic Pokemon, which is Vulpix here, and then 2 of the Ninetales. So unlike in evolution,
3 basic. Sorry, I'm writing this down. You can see what I'm doing. 2 final.
Chain where we went from Score Bunny to Reboot to Cinderace, it went 3, 3, and then 2. Instead, for the Vulpix into Ninetales, it just goes 3 into 2. The same goes for Wooloo into Double. So we have 3 copies of Wooloo,
Why
and
is he
then
using
2 copies of Double. As I struggle to pick them up. As you can see here, 3 copies of Wooloo, 2 copies of Double, because he only evolves once.
Why is he using...
So those were our 3 evolutions. Now
Why is he not using fire, though, on those?
for me to explain the basic Pokemon that do not evolve. So, the reason you want to have these in your deck is because, generally speaking, they will require only a little bit of energy to use their moves. And they also typically have higher HP than a typical basic Pokemon that does evolve. So, as you can see here, Sudowoodo has 100 HP, and both of his moves only require 1 energy. Whereas Scorbunny has a move that requires up to 2 energy, but his HP is only 70 rather than 100.
Yeah, but at the start of the video, he said just it's better to start with 1 energy type if you're a beginner.
And
So I thought that's what we were doing.
That are just basic and do not evolve typically also have a move that will help you out. So you want to use a Pokemon like Sudowoodo because he is helpful with his first move, which is Double Draw, which will allow me to draw 2 cards for only 1 energy. This is also helpful because he has a retreat cost of only 1 energy. So it's easy for you to put them into play and also retreat them when needed. And because of his high HP, they can stay in a little bit longer. As you can see here with the Drampa, he has 130 HP, which is a lot for a basic Pokemon. But that's why you want them in your deck, because you could potentially start out the game with perhaps a Drampa, you put them in, and they can stay there for a while. He also has a move that can be helpful. Well, not that helpful, but kind of helpful, because for Dragon Pulse, it only requires 2 energy, and you will discard the top 2 cards of your deck, which may not seem that helpful, but it is a move that only requires 2 energy, but does 80 damage, which is a ton. Now you're probably also wondering, if my deck is Fire type, how can I have
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Tim.
other cards that are not Fire type in it? So, whenever you are building a deck, I suggest also looking at a lot of normal type Pokemon cards. The reason for this is that you do not need any specific type of energy to use their moves, whereas this Vulpix here specifically needs a Fire energy to use her Flare move. Whereas Drampa can use 2 energy of any type, meaning you can pretty much put him in any deck that you build. The same goes for pretty much any normal type Pokemon card. But then you're probably also wondering, how can I put in a Sudowoodo when he is not normal type? Well, you can look at pretty much any card, and as long as their moves do not require any specific type of energy, you can...
So if it has a normal type circle by the energy, it means they don't need energy?
pretty much use them in any kind of deck that you want. See here, Sudowoodo has 2 moves, and neither of them require a fighting energy, even though he is a fighting type card. So altogether, we have 22 Pokemon cards.
I guess there are no normal energies. Yep, there's not. Oh my gosh. Yo, I don't have 18 of anything. I don't have 18 energies. Where do I get my energy cards? Alright, we're gonna obviously build an electric deck, as you can see me pulling the...
with 3 evolution chains, where 2 of which only go up to stage 1, whereas the main evolution chain of this deck goes up to stage 2, so we can use the Cinderace. If my camera would focus.
Wait, what?
There we go. We have 22 Pokemon card with 3 evolution chains, where 2 of which only go up to stage 1, whereas the main evolution chain of this deck goes up to stage 2, so we can use the Cinderace. If my camera would focus. There we go. And then, after we have the 3 evolutions and our main stage 2 evolution, we have 2 copies of just the basic cards that have higher HP and moves in our deck, and it is now usable for battle. If you need further help, you can always look for a theme deck in any type of store near you. The theme decks are very helpful for beginners because they have the 60 cards, they have the exact amount of Pokemon, the exact...
That's great. Okay. I think we're good to start. So I want to do an electric deck. because I got little electric thingies. I don't think I have 18 of any of the energies, but we can get more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am asking a friend if he has more energy cards. What is... How many did I say? 18 minus 7, 11. Why is the word energy hard to spell? Okay. We're gonna do electric. I also love Pikachu. I think I have my Raichu already. Oh my gosh. Painstakingly put these in. And it will just look good with these card sleeves that I have. So I am going to borrow or take some energy from a friend. I'll trade some of my that I have. And then I will dig into these. We're going to pick out all the electric cards. Let's turn on some Pokemon. We got Pokemon, chill Pokemon music, you think? Chill Pokemon tunes. Pokemon Lo-Fi. Oh, I like this one. We'll do this one.
I gotta post something.
No! Oh. I think that's a little too loud. Is that's not too loud, right? All right. Those are my energies. Okay. Back to this. Oh, wait, 1 second. If you're gonna come in here, you have to be quiet. Y'all ever watch those Pokemon opening videos? Like, dude, people are so slick at like opening the packs. Oh, what is this for? What are the dice for? What are the dice for? We never got to that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 11 more energy cards. Alright. Alright, we have my Pikachus. Alright, I'm gonna look. Obviously. Weakness fighting? Wait, if there's a normal type thing by the retreat, does that mean it doesn't cost a retreat? It's a 90. Oh shit, that's 90. So, what did he say? We'll worry about the Pokemon later, actually. Let's look at what I have. I need more trainer cards. Like, I don't got anything trainer-wise. So Pikachu only evolves once. Correct, some Pokemon can retreat without energy cost. That's awesome. Okay. I need 3 Pikachu. Well, I have 3 Pikachus. I don't have 3 Raichus. They're all different Pikachus, though. I'm sure it's better to have, like, the same Pikachus. But we don't. We don't have the same Pikachus. So I need one more Raichu. I'm gonna do. I have 3 Pikachus. They all are different Pikachus. 3 Pikachus. 1. Why do I never know how to spell Raichu's name? Raichu. Need 1 more. Alright. Look at the amount of Morpekos I have. Does Morpeko have an evolution? Yeah, I'm bad at which one. Ah! Oh, does not evolve. Sweet. Bless. How many did he have that did not evolve? I think he had 2 of each, right? If your opponent active Pokemon already has a damage counters on it, this attack does 50 more damage. Oh. Remember to sniff your packs when you open new packs. LOL, the fresh cardboard smell. Don't worry, I did. Oh my gosh, this does 20 damage. We're keeping all the... Draw a card, flip a coin if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. We'll do this one too. If I just did like a shit ton of more Pekos. More Peko deck! More Peko deck, let's go. Rat deck, rat deck. He has like 9 more Pekos. Alright. We need more and more Raichu. Maybe I should put some more Pekos back. We'll use the VMAX, more Peko. Does VMAX have to come from a regular Morpeko? Or can a VMAX be played by itself? VMAX evolves from a V. From a V? What if I don't have a V? Oh, this is a basic. So I can't use this one. I can't use this one. And regular Pokemon are considered separate, different from V or EX Pokemon. Okay, so... these are all by themselves, but I would have to use a... but this is basic, so I can play this one by itself, and it's a GX. So you can only have 4 of Pikachu, but you can technically run another Pikachu that's V or EX. Okay, okay. Does it go GX, V, and EX, or what's the GX? We have 2 basic Dedens. Put this one back. Two more Pekos. Like Yu-Gi-Oh! Synchro XYZ Link Dissection. Oh, I have never played Yu-Gi-Oh! I just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Pretty cards. Draw a card. Oh, these are the same. What else one? Okay. So we have 2 more Pekos. I know he meant like having the same type of card, but look, this is my first deck. Keep that in there. Oh, I have like a... How many was this? Oh, I think I have enough for this one. Yeah, I need...
In Oklahoma, you don't have to sacrifice to splurge or choose between life.
I might build another deck too.
Now that's rich. Bigger and better is waiting. Move to Oklahoma.
Move to Oklahoma? No! Quit listening to my conversations.
Every mystery forms a complex web. The right strand.
Alright. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so we need one more to evolve thing, which I don't think I have any of those. You can see if we have any basic type of twos. I don't think I do. Can use Lechonk. I have a shit ton of Lechonks. I just need one more Winkalunge. My little Lechonk. It's a coin flip card. Lechonk! Why are you such a sussy card? Rear kick. My Lechonk. Wait, we do have 2 Uncle Inches. I just didn't see that. My Lechonk. Confused. What does confused do? How do you know what a confused does? Like, how do you know what that does? We're gonna use rear kick one. Oh, I do have 2. Look at these 2 of these. All right. So we just need a Raichu and a Shinx. Oh, and a Luxray. Yep. All right. How many cards do we have of the... You have to look up what status effects do. A confused Pokemon must flip a coin to attack. If you call it a success, fully the attack goes through. If you call it wrong, the Pokemon damages itself. Okay. Train 20 trainer cards. I don't even think I have that much. I like this card too much. I don't want to use her. I don't think I have any. We're gonna use her. He really had a way to like build up his deck, but I don't have that many cards. 11 supporters. Like, I don't have 11 supporters, dude. Nine items. those in there. Oh, here's a trainer. Trainer. I think I'm gonna build a psychic deck next. All right. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage done to each of your future Pokemon by attacks from Pokemon. This Pokemon is no longer your active Pokemon. This effect ends. Alright, we're gonna add this one. Because I want two. Alright. Switch in one of your opponent's benched basic Pokemon to the active spot. If you do, the new active Pokemon is now confused. Search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, reveal them, and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Okay, I don't need this guy. She's okay. These aren't the best trainers. Okay, so what happens if you like, so this one says, shuffle your hand into your deck, then flip a coin. Oh, shuffle your hand into your deck, then flip a coin. If heads, draw 8 cards, okay. I do not like these. All right. Okay. Need 10 more. Okay, so it looks like I mostly need... Oh wait, I added an extra Pokemon. So I'm taking away from one of the supports. These... It's my deck so far. My electric deck. And then I built out a psychic deck as well. Let's see if your Pokemon. I don't like any of these cards. Organize the energies real fast. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we got a lot of these. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I think I'm gonna do is with each of my decks. Where's my pen? Is each deck I'm going to have at least one full 3 evolve 5 basics. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 cards. Ads! 15. Make sure I do that math right. Okay, I did the math wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23. Okay. I did the math wrong. Alright, so I have 1 full evolve. I think it's 3, 3, 3. Yeah, 3, 3, 2, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Did I just... Okay, that's right. um... that will change as you understand the game more and learn how to best optimize your playstyle. For example, competitive decks use between 6 to 9 energies total in the deck. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to just play more. That's why I'm not, like, super pressed about, like, perfectly making the deck right now. I'm just playing with what I have. Okay. How many more of these do we have? Because I need 1 Raichu, 1 Shinx, 1 Luxray. Alright. Woo! Alright, I was gonna build a deck, but I don't have any other covers, and I don't want to build, like, a non-electric deck with this. So I kind of have my list of what I need. I'm going to a TCG con tomorrow, so I'm gonna hopefully pull more. Now, keep these organized. Now I'm gonna go through here and get rid of repeats. Keep these over here for now. I don't like any of the... I guess we could keep repeats because that's better in the game. What happened to that music? Oh, this is a trainer. It's an item. We got another energy. Dragon. Doesn't matter. Dragon. Doesn't matter. Shit ton of fire. That's a pretty good card. Kind of want to go through these and push out the ones that I don't need. Like, because I want to play with these. Ah! How did my fire get separated? Not trying to be creepy. Wait, that will change your understanding of the game and more learn how to be optimal. Wait, what do you mean not trying to be creepy? My phone. You're not being creepy. We'll move up this card. Oh, wait, did I accidentally? I might have. I accidentally formed it. I did with the fighting. Ah! It's like I have a shit ton of fire. I still have a shit ton of fire, but... Keeping this one. Oh, did I pull it out of this? Look at all of these. Ah! And these over here. I'm gonna wait. My foot's falling asleep. Oh wait, I might be pulling out Japanese cards. Might have to go back through. Bulbasaur. All these I have. Ah! These out. All right, my foot is falling asleep. Ah! So I'm gonna go ahead and go. What I'm doing is I'm taking out all the cards that I want to potentially play with, keeping all cards that are like I don't want to play with or that are too pretty or I can't play with in here. All right. I will see y'all maybe before break, after, like maybe during break, but at the latest on my schedule after break. Bye bye.